Hey guys, my name is KBA and I hope you're all doing well. So not yesterday, 2 days ago, I reacted to Mirrors on Frosty for their Kickback seeding rounds, and I decided to give you guys kind of an analysis of what was happening and kind of show you guys what's possible with the MK2, not through me showing it to you, but through analyzing other videos. And since the video did pretty well, I decided that in the name of content, we're back with more. I figured this would be really cool. And today we got two of my really good friends. We got MH and Josh O, both really good at musicality. And they're both using a lot of really cool techniques that I'd like to break down for you guys. So, without any further ado, I'm going to watch these videos. We're going to start with MH, who's of course in GBB. And he's got his own style. He's using assigns really well. And I can't wait to break down what he's doing here. Let's go.
Welcome to MH's seeding round of the SBX Kickback Battle 2021 Loopstation Edition.
Jingle's still not getting old.
Prototype of the Boss RC505 Mark II. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I say the 3 and I say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1. BEATBOX.
So already he's using the same technique that we have had Mirza been using, and the only difference is that because the oscillator bot step sequencer is only 16 steps and the melody he's using is 32 steps, he's using an assign on his MIDI controller to kind of change the melody and to basically make it 32 steps instead, which is really cool. And now he's filtering it out to create some atmosphere. He's using some sort of bass. I think it's a granular delay, but he's not actually using any assigns to change it. So maybe there's a step sequencer involved there, but I don't think that's possible, so it's interesting. Okay, that's a unique hi-hat. All right. I wonder how the drums will mix when it all comes together.
So how do you feel that you want?
Okay, interesting point here. If you listen to him singing, it's actually really wide. You hear a lot of his voice in like separate in your ears, and I'm pretty sure he's using another new effect on the loop called stereo enhance, which basically ensures that your voice is stereo by basically playing one of them a little bit later than the others, so you hear like a slight difference.
Knew this was coming all along. You said you loved me, but acted different. Now I feel humiliated. So yeah, you really want.
Classic MH track.
I just wanna disappear. I just wanna disappear. I just wanna disappear.
All right, a couple of points here to break down, which are really cool, is that if you look, he's using only one additional effect on the bass line to create like a lot of new effect and new overtones on the bass. And I'm pretty sure he's using oscillator bot again on the track effects, and basically he's making them play a melody on top of that. What's interesting that you'll see is that he's actually got the track effects on every single one of his loops except for number 3, which, you know, you'd think that the oscillator bot would also be on the drums then, but there's actually specifically a routing technique in the new MK2, which means that, let's say you have effect C on, you can choose for it to specifically only be on, let's say, track 1 or track 2. which he's using here to basically make sure that you're not getting the track effects on the drums, but you're still getting the filter that you wanted from beforehand.
Just wanna disappear. I just wanna disappear.
The drum mixing is quite good as well. The one thing for me is that the kick is a bit quiet compared to the bass line. The voice mixing is excellent, and the lyrics are nice. It's a really emotional track.
The way you said good morning to me, next day you were cheating on me. Now I wake up alone. I just wanna disappear. I just wanna disappear. I just wanna disappear. I just wanna disappear.
All right,
And
really
that's
sick track by
time.
MH. I just want to say, MH, if you're going through some hard times with the girls, just let us know. We're here for you, man. But in terms of the track, which is what we're here for, the lyrics are super cool. I just listened to them quickly. I'm not a lyrical expert, but for me, they were really nice. Another thing that I didn't quite pick up on while analyzing it the first time is the fact that as he goes into the drop, he puts an octaver on his voice, or guitar to bass, one of the two. And basically, it makes you anticipate the drop before it comes in, which is really cool. And it's also a very good way to build it up. He uses the same drop 2 times in a row, which isn't a problem for me at all, because that's kind of how you do in most songs. If you listen to future bass or drum and bass or dubstep, you know, quite a bit of the time you have the same drop twice, and it especially works when the drop, like in this case, sounds really good. In terms of points for criticism, I think the kick is a bit on the weak side compared to everything else, but that's fair enough. He's probably having to adjust to a new kick compared to what he's normally used to, but everything else sounds really solid. And again, it's another really classic MH track, and you know what you're getting, and it sounds good every single time. Next up, we have Josh O. I am excited for this one.
Welcome to Josh O's seeding round of the SPX Kickback Battle 2021
Right,
Loopstation
let's
Edition
go.
with the exclusive prototype of the Boss RC505 Mark II.
I will never get old of this
3
jingle.
minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I say the 3 and I say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1. Beatbox.
I think by now we know what effect is going to be used a lot. Again, we have the oscillator bot, and we have an interesting hi-hat. I'm excited to see how this mixes with the rest of the track. Okay. All right, here we go. As always, Josh O is completely on pitch, makes everything sound really nice, and I think he's going to be going for some jazzy chords. The only thing I can say right now is that I think this might be the weakest drum mixing so far in the Kickback, but that's not like a diss at Josh O. It's just everyone else has had ridiculous drums. And also for Josh O's style, he's got to have like the more mellow drums, because it's not like he's going to be blasting the sub. That's not his style. Nice. Oh, this is good. I'm trying to figure out what chord that is. I can't quite in my head, but it's jazzy and I like it. All right.
Living for tomorrow, lost within a dream, trying to find the
I
answer
want
to
his
the
voice
question in a
so
dream.
bad.
Love makes the world feel good, singing in the moonlight,
All right, yeah.
dancing in the rain. Let the sun shine through to live your spirit once again. 'Cause love makes the world feel good. Chasing after rainbows somewhere in the sky, and it feels so good. Oh yeah, and it feels so good. Oh yeah.
All right, there's a lot to break down here. First of all, he recorded that oscillator bop melody in the beginning, and he's actually deleted it for a build-up, which is interesting. Another thing which I'm noticing is that he's actually recorded the fader input, like he's overdubbing on the fader input to put the kind of like the, I don't know what it's called, but you're basically taking the volume in and out, and he's recorded that, and he's actually singing while doing that. The only way I can imagine that this is possible is that he somehow changed the routing so that that his voice doesn't get recorded on the track and that the fader input is being recorded on the track, which is something that you can do with a new Mark II, which means that there's a lot more creative options with how you can record things and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if he's recorded the track effects, but I don't think he has because the track effects are still playing. But this is a really creative and really technical drop, and I also think the mixing sounds pretty good.
And it feels so good. Oh yeah.
And he sings amazingly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, now he records it again. Okay, and that's the first time we've seen the harmony effect in Kickback, and I'm glad that he's the one to show it because he makes it sound excellent. I'm guessing that he's manually changing the voice that the harmony's doing, so you can change it from like a third to a fourth to a fifth, and I think he's changed it here, like manually on the loop, on the effect. Yeah. Right, so now it's in unison, I think. This one's hard to analyze. And of course, he's got filter, lo-fi on the track effects.
Love makes the world.
Hey, the showmanship. The little trick there.
And that's
All right, I'm guessing that's the
time.
ending. That's a really sick track, and I think that might be one of my favorite seeding rounds so far. Everything was really well thought out. I think it's a cover of a song. I'm gonna look at the comments because I'm pretty sure it's a cover, but I don't know what the song is called. Candyman by a few people. But yeah, really sick song. And really sick rendition of it on the loop. And I love the drum switch at the end to drum and bass, basically. You know, that's my thing. I like drum and bass. Overall, really sick. I love the recording of the fader inputs. Really well technically thought. I love the chords he did. Really smart chords. The structure was good. Mixing wise, maybe doesn't quite hit what we've heard from the previous three, but it's Josh O. Like, that's not really what he's going for. He's just going for like vibes, and it sounds really authentic and everything. So I don't really know if I see that as a weakness, more as a style choice, if that makes sense. And overall, I think That's probably one of my favorites of so far. Damn, fair play, man. Anyway, yeah, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis of these two guys. Really good job, both of you guys, and you're gonna get far. If it's not in Kickback, you'll get far later on because you guys are absolutely smashing it. Both really musical and both showing lots of skill. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a good day, and I can't wait for the next seeding rounds. I think by the time you're watching this video, I think my seeding round is out in like 2 or 3 hours after that. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be on Swiss soon. Woohoo! But yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys have a good day.